Hi, so I'm going to be talking about how to do the name project in Photopea. So I started off with I went to File New, and I created a new document. So I just adjusted the width and height to 8.5 by 11 inches, 300 DPI, okay? So that's what I did. And then once I had my document size, I just I went over here to the color and I selected a color for my background because you're not going to just leave it plain white. And then I went over to the paint bucket tool right there, and I just filled this background with that color. Okay, so then I'm going to go over here to new layer because I don't want to work on my background. So I have a new layer that I'm going to start working on. And I'm going to put something on the background. I don't want it to just be one solid flat color. So let's see some different things. You could go in and use the brush again in different ways. You could draw in the background. I don't know, maybe what if I want to try a gradient. Different colors. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. It's definitely far off from blue, but it's this pink and black one here. But, maybe we'll just go with it. Okay. So maybe I want to use a gradient then, maybe do a little bit on top of that with the brush. Now that I have this pinkish color, gosh, I could make this like totally 80s and use purple, right? Huh. I don't know if I can let myself do this. All right, let's make the bigger brush and let's kind of see, what is this one gonna do? Ew, that's not what I'm going for. So I'm gonna go back here and make it way bigger. You know what, I'm gonna take the opacity down and the flow so it's just a lot softer. Kind of painterly looking. Maybe I'll go in and do something like that. So I just went over here to my blend modes after I put that paint down, and I just went to lighten. So I actually like that. It's kind of pretty. So you can mess around with the background, try different things out. I mean, really, this is about trying stuff out. I'm not looking for something you're going to put on a business card or put on a poster that's perfect. We're just experimenting. That's just the name of the game. Okay, so I made my background a little more interesting. If I wanted to spend more time, honestly, I'd probably do more with it. And that's what I'm hoping you will do. But for the sake of this video not being too long, I'm going to add another layer and we're going to get into the text part. Okay? So let's think about where I want my text to go. Also, you can come right up here to your options bar, and speaking of text, look at the different fonts that we have. Some of our options here. So you're going to be required to use 2 different kinds of fonts. So you can play around with that, make it pretty, dainty, silly, retro, whatever, crazy, whatever you want to do. Let's see. How about we'll try that one? Okay. Let's see, I'm going to make color a little darker. So I'm using T for text. Okay. What is that doing? Sorry, I'm going back to fonts. It's not showing up. It's giving me these boxes, which is really weird. Okay. That's really strange. I'm going to try a different font. I'm not sure what's up with that one. Okay. There we go. This one's kind of weird. This one looks a little bit like something they would have used in, also kind of small, but it looks a lot like one they would have used in Stranger Things, right, on the wall. So maybe we'll keep that and make it a little more purple. Okay. Why is my font showing up black? Because I was changing my color here, not over here. Oh, sorry, my phone is ringing. My dad is going to have to wait. Okay, sorry. So, you guys just witnessed me making a mistake here. So, I was over here in my color swatches, changing my color. You come up here to my color picker and then hit OK. And then I'm going to come in back to my text tool. So that's after I went up to the options bar for text and I changed the color in the options bar for text. All right, so don't do what I did, okay? And then when I go in, you can see my text is colored. All right, so let's say I write Carrie Beagler. This is just giving you straight up horizontal text. So what we can do is go up here to Warp. And this will give us some different options you can play around with. Go to Style. You can go to Arc it lower, Flag. Let's see what happens with Flag. So look what it did there. Move this over for you so you can see. You can adjust the bend of that. Vertical distortion, however you want to do that, okay? Then we can hit that. So we should be able to move it around as we want to, okay? Then, so I have my name there. So I'm asking you to use 2 different fonts, okay? So I'm going to use the text tool again, but before I do, I'm going to change the color up a little bit. Let's use blue this time. And because I know, sorry, I forgot to hit OK. Because I know I'm using multiple fonts. Maybe I'll try that one then for this. Changed what I last wrote. So let me go back. I forgot to add another layer. Then I'm going to go back to text. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. Okay. So I add another layer. I changed my font. So I'm trying this 3Dumb. It's not a very nice name for a font, but there it is. I went up here to the options bar. I changed my color to blue. And this does look like a very school-based kind of font. Class of 1992. Ooh, not 91. Okay. That font doesn't really show up that well, but maybe I'll try another one in a minute. So I can go back up here to Warp, and let's say, I don't know, maybe try a fish. You can adjust the bend, but if I hit it too hard, it's going to kind of mess up my 92 there and shrink it down. So while I'm still on that, if I didn't like that font, I could go in here and change it to another one. That. So you get the idea. So the whole idea of this is, speaking of ideas, that you are just, again, you're experimenting, okay? So trying out different options, different fonts. I just changed that. Let's see. Warp. Let's see. Take that back to shell lower. Hit OK. I forgot to hit OK last time. Again, I'm tired. And we're going to move this over towards the center. This font, honestly, I feel like is a little bit small. So I could go back in, go back to text, and I could switch that up. Okay? So you're just playing around. It's still pretty small, but I think I like the way that one works better. Playing around with different fonts, different colors. That's really all I'm looking for, is I want to be able to look at this and see that you used the text tool or they call it type, I should say, not text, type tool. You tried some different fonts, you put some different colors in there, and that you were experimenting. That's really what we're going for here, okay? If you have any questions doing this in Photopea or Photopea, whichever you like to call it, just let me know.